What's up guys, this is going to be a quick video. I have just received my turbo in the mail. Mike has come after work. It's work day today. It's, what day is it? Wednesday today.
I don't know anymore.
And so it's work day today, so we're going to try to get it done quickly because it's quite late already. The water main burst outside of my work, so I had to take a long route home with lots and lots of traffic, which took ages. So it really isn't the day, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want to get the turbo on and the weather's really nice and I just want to get driving this thing. So yeah, Mike's going to go to the shop, I'm going to get ready to go, and then we're going to go fit this turbo. All thanks to MX5 Performance. MX5 Performance is a new website by a friend of mine. He hasn't actually opened it yet, but when he does open the website, you guys should definitely go check him out, order some stuff from him because he can have really good rates, really good products, everything's going to be quality and ships out pretty fast. So yeah, I'm the first customer from MX5 Performance, so thank you guys. Let's go fit in the turbo. Okay, we just got to the garage, rolled the car out, Mike's jacking up this side. I've got the turbo, oh, if we get some focus, got the turbo in here. I hate these things, these are everywhere. I might put them straight in the bin. That's the bumper for the Micra, because I have to fix that. Yeah, I might put these straight in the bin. Yeah, I'll get this out and I'll show you guys the opening of the new turbo. By the way as well, we've already got the old one off. As you guys can see, let me rock it from the back. Yeah, not very good. So, got the nice new one, gonna open it up, stick up my car. I've got to put the two halves together because I didn't get the turbine housing and I didn't get a wastegate. I just got the compressor housing and the core, and obviously the wheel. So here it is, genuine Turbski, Garrett, numbers and stuff. Nice. Cool. Genuine Garrett GTX 2867R, if any of you guys are wondering. So yeah, let's put it together. We've had Brian turn up, we've had a couple other people turn up, and I'm here putting the turbo together. Finally got it apart, got the new compressor housing and core in, and I've just clocked it as well, so the oil feed is directly upwards. And then yeah, I'm just going to double tighten these down, tighten that bit down, and I've just put the gasket on here, a little kit which had gaskets, copper washers and the little gasket there. I had to do a little modification to it just to kind of make it fit because it was a bit longer and the holes are a bit wider, so I just brought the holes in a bit. Now that's in, and I've got to put the wastegate actuator on, and yeah, then hopefully we're ready to go. Just draining out. Mike is over there draining the oil out, and then we're going to put fresh oil in just because I thought there might be a little bit of bearing in the oil, so just in case I'm going to do an oil change, which I kind of need to do anyway at some point. So yeah, so got the turbo all together. Yes, Mike is demonstrating, and it's going to go in there. We have got these guys, so you're going to work on the oil filter. But we got the space ready. Mike's going to go under the car and fiddle with the downpipe while I try and put this on, because it's such a big turbo. It's really hard and annoying to get on. So got some new gaskets there, and we're going to pop it on and then connect up the intercooled piping and everything else, the oil feed and everything, and give it a go. I tested the oil feed the other day. I used this. I just popped the oil feed in there and covered up the coolant lines, and then just checked that I got oil flowing into there just in case it was the oil feed, which it's not. So yeah, fit that now. Hopefully it'll be good. Back to boosting. Do a little example of boosting. Nice. Okay, so we had a little problem tonight. This part where it's all kind of crushed up, where I was trying to bash it in with a hammer, has been catching on the turbo, because the new turbo, let me go and grab it, the new turbo has these parts which are more square, whereas it's this one that's catching, or no, this one, it's right there that it's catching on that, because the Mamba one, these were more curved, so it basically didn't hit on the chassis rails, whereas now this is more square, it hits on the chassis rails, so it's just on the seam weld. So I'm going to cut out a bit tomorrow, because it's a bit too late tonight to be making so much noise with an angle grinder. So I'm going to cut this part out here with an angle grinder, and hopefully that's enough clearance to get the turbo on. It's quite tight in there anyway, it's quite hard to put it on. You need two people, someone holding the downpipe and someone here with the turbo, and you have to kind of put them on at the same time. It's kind of hard, but yeah, we need this out of the way, so I'm going to try cut it tomorrow. We're packing up for tonight, and I'll come at this after work tomorrow, around 6 o'clock probably, and make some noise and hopefully get it on, and I'll be driving. What's up guys, day 2 of trying to install the turbo. I'm here already at the garage. I've got the bonnet open ready to cut. I've got some of my tools in my car, and new turbos over there, so I'm going to get cutting. First thing I need to do is notch the chassis rail over there, shave off a little bit of that peak over there, and then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to find out how much I need of these studs and actually just trim them down if they're too long, just to make it easier to fit. So I'm going to get on with that, and I shall see you guys in a sec. Okay, that is the notch at the chassis rail, done as quick as possible for the neighbours. So hopefully that's as much as I need to take off. That's pretty much it. I'm going to shave those bolts down. I don't think I'm going to touch the turbo actually, just so it doesn't look really kind of, oh I'm shaking, so it doesn't look kind of really rubbish. So I'm going to just leave that like that, shave the studs down, and hopefully that's enough. Okay, so after a lot of fiddling, managed to get the turbo on. So the turbo's sat there now. Had a bit of trouble getting these nuts on, especially the one down there, especially with my gammy thumb now. I've split my nail all the way down the nail, which is really annoying, so I covered it up because it kept on catching on things, and literally it's all the way down to the base of the nail, and it was just ripping up my whole nail, which killed. So it made it a bit slower. I'm putting on the nuts here, but when I was doing this I've dropped 1, 2, 3 of them down under the car. So before I actually grab that, I'm just going to quickly clear everything up, and I don't know if I'm going to carry on today just because I have a video to edit for you guys, so I might stay here for a little bit longer, and obviously I can't stay too late, and I still got a few things to do. But I could have it driving by tonight if I wanted to, but I have to think of you guys first, get that video out for tomorrow, and also I can't really drive it if I'm going to need to edit a video for you guys, because if I get it running I'm just going to want to drive it. So I'm probably not going to get it running tonight just because of that. So also another thing, the old turbo compressor housing used to have a little vacuum line that the boost controller solenoids used to connect onto here, then go to there, but it doesn't have it. So I'm going to run a vacuum line along, and then there's these little vacuum lines down here which I've cut it off by basically putting a vacuum line in between them. So I'm going to pull one of those off, put that on, and then block the other one off, and should be mint. Not that I'm actually going to run that much boost control, just because I'm probably going to keep it wastegate pressure, which is around 18 to 19 psi depending on the day. But we'll see how it goes. I'll probably only turn it up to about 20-21 max. But yeah, I'm just going to keep it safe for now, because I want to get more time driving it and less time fixing it for the moment, just because I've got to get videos out for you guys of this thing driving, being on track and everything. I don't want to keep on breaking it. So I had a little idea that maybe the compressor was surging a bit, because the cams aren't good enough, so it doesn't, when you increase the boost, it doesn't actually increase the peak power, it just brings up the mid-range. So there is a point, because it feels so much faster like through the mid-range, but I think where the cams aren't letting enough air in, the air's actually backing up and going through the turbo. I know it's anti-surge, but I'm just going to try and run it as is by now. But yeah, I do need a set of cams to get more power. But more power, as soon as I like start going up a little bit more, I'm probably going to blow the gearbox up. So it's like good where it is, because the ignition is going to start to fail like soon. Like if basically I'm here at the moment, like this is the boost level that I'm running. So here, this is what everything can take, like up to a point. So as soon as I want to change the cams and turn the boost up to here, all this is going to need to be changed as well. So fuel, injection, cams, what else did I say was on the limit? Gearbox, yeah, a few things. So there we go, guys. I'm going to upgrade them slowly, so over time I'm obviously going to do the ignition, a few other things, and yeah, I'm going to carry this on. I'm going to carry on today. I'm going to quickly gear up and I'll get back to you and see what's going on. So, as if my day couldn't get any worse, or should I say week, my whole week's been awful. Just everything's been going wrong recently. So, I'm just, honestly, I'm just pissed off. I'm really pissed off. So, stupidly, yesterday when I was looking at where to put the return, because the return bends one way, it bends like this, and I was trying to figure out whether I put it like this or this, and for some reason I thought it went like I didn't look when I took it off the old one. I was too busy just trying to rip it apart and get it on quickly, so the neighbours didn't complain about me, like that I was there that late. I was just trying to do it quickly. So I basically put it the wrong way around, and obviously you can see here I've got a little bit of foam, basically because I flipped it the other way around, and then now the pipe touches against here. And what would be really easy fix and what would work is if I could just lop that much of the pipe off and put it on there, and it actually means this is a faster exit to there. But this is full of waterless coolant, which cost me like 30 quid, and it's brand new. Well, it's got waterless coolant in there, which was like 30 quid. It's got the wetter water, I mean, like a big tub, which was like 30 quid. It's got normal antifreeze, and obviously like, but I made sure I put like deionized water, proper antifreeze, proper supercoolant, and it probably all came to about 50 quid. And if I take that off, I'm going to have to re-spend that 50 quid just to shorten the pipe by that much. Or, other plan is take the turbo off and flip that around, which I don't really want to do either. So honestly, I don't know. And I've just cut this to be a bit shorter because I was like, oh no, it'll work. It works, but I don't really want them rubbing together. And also, this is meant to have just come out the rad, so this is going to be like nice cold coolant going into the engine. That's going to be super hot ball bearing oil running down there, running against the pipe. No good. That's not really what you want. I'm here on a beautiful Saturday. It's about 11 o'clock now. I had a really lazy morning because I was out last night with Brian. Awesome night with him driving around in his MX-5. Did a couple of little cheeky duggets, which was good fun. The weather is on our side. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's still nice. Going to be getting this running today. Got a few more things to do. I got a bucket and a funnel from work here, if it would focus. There we go. Bucket and funnel from work. So I'm going to jack this up, I'm going to drain the coolant out, I'm going to cut that bit of hose, which I said to you guys the other day, which is there. I'm going to cut it down a bit shorter, here, and I'm going to put it on so it's not touching there, but I need to drain the coolant out, and I'm going to put it back in because it's expensive coolant that I've got in there at the moment. So yeah, and then it shouldn't be too much longer until we have the turbo up and running. Okay guys, so Mike's arrived. He is putting the downpipe onto the exhaust and putting the under trays back on, and the gearbox bolt back through the gearbox, which has a little bracket on it. I'm running the coolant lines. I've chopped this now so this doesn't touch on here, but I'm gonna cable tie these down so they don't rub on the rubber pipes because they'll cut through. I've run a vacuum line which I'm gonna be hooking up to here in a second because this turbo doesn't have the little T-piece, as I said. Little thing for you guys as well, I don't know if I actually filmed it, but I split my nail the first day I started doing this, and like it was really annoying me because like it was gonna rip off and stuff. And what I've done, if you guys, let me just, if you take a look at this, what I did is I put a tea bag on it. No joke, I put a tea bag material on it, and I look at Mike's face. He's like, tea bag? I'm confused, I don't know what you've done. I put clear nail varnish on. I put a tea bag over it, and I put nail varnish over the tea bag. Like it's like fiberglass. You vinyl wrapped your hand,
yeah,
your finger. No, I basically fiberglassed it, but like with nail polish and a tea bag.
Oh my god, you are a tea bag.
Yeah, so that's stopping it. That you can see there. That bit is where I cracked it because it was bleeding yesterday because I pulled it on something. So yeah, all the bottoms rigged up. Then we're gonna do the rest of the top. Put some oil in it. Put the coolant back in it. Go for a drive. And we're gonna clear the garage up a little bit because it's a mess. Okay, so we're almost there. Just putting the oil in now. By the way, guys, for a few of you that's been asking, and anyone else that wants to know, I use Fuchs Titan Race Pro S 10W50. So it means that it's nice thick oil for lubrication, but it's not so thick that the turbo takes ages to get an oil. Do you mind not making noise while I'm trying video? Yeah, that is the oil that I use for this car. As for coolant, I use super coolant, West Water, distilled water, and a load of other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna put the last of the coolant in there and put some oil in. I've got about 1 litre in there so far. That's what I had left in there. Here's the new turbo on. Pretty much everything's hooked up. I need to put the oil feed on, but I'm going to prime the turbo first before I put that on. And yeah, then we're going to start the baby up. Finally got everything connected. Sun's come out, which is good. We got the coolant open here. Oh, see, yeah. Everything's connected up. Prime the turbo. Put everything on. So we're going to start it up. Let this bleed a bit and check for any leaks. So I'm going to hand the camera over to Mike. And you shall see the start. Let the coolant drain down a bit, put the coolant in, turn it off, then we'll clear up while the car's settling. We'll get it back on flat ground. We'll probably push it back in there once we've cleared up a bit. Quickly do the oil level and then I can drive it out again, but we need flat ground to do the oil level properly. It's pretty flat in there, and obviously we need to let it drain down, so we'll clear up while it's draining back into the sump. But yeah, we'll quickly do the coolant first, just make sure all the coolant's in there, and we'll go for a drive. Car is now running. We're just putting the tools in the back of the Micra, and then we're going to put the Micra in the garage, take this out, and then reverse his car back up because he's got my engine crane. He's going to put it in here, and he's going to take the welder for a bit. So yeah. Okay, so we just got to the car wash with Mike in the car.
It's hot.
Got some car wash action, but we have to have the windows closed. How hot is it in here, Mike?
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot. Real quick. So yeah, getting the car washed, and it's super low now since I've lowered it. I quite like it this low just because of how well it's going to handle on track, and the aero, it's going to make the aero work a bit better. But
It just got wet.
yeah, you will. But it's not too bad over bumps. It's just when there's a really big dip in the road and the suspension kind of travel goes down quite a bit, and then you hit the kind of like bump, it just goes every now and then. But you just have to drive it like knowing that, and seeing as it's not a daily car, it doesn't really matter too much. We have been out and about driving, been to see a few people, show them the car. We've eaten some McDonald's, I've still got some spare. The lighting here is really bad. Maybe we do need to turn around, Mike. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna turn around quick so I get better lighting. Okay, it's a little bit better. What's up, guys? I had to turn around because the lighting was so bad the other way. But we've been driving around, me and Mike here have been driving around, and we've been driving around a lot, and we've been boosting it a little, sorting out the new turbo, like with the boost controller, kind of sorting out where it boosts and where the wastegate's opening and stuff. Got the high boost at around 20 psi now, and got the low boost about 17 psi. So that's where I'm liking it right now. Won't really go anything above that, probably keep it on low most of the time. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm definitely enjoying it now the turbo's back on. This, I think I might end it here, but this is the MX-5 back again with the new turbo. New turbo, by the way, is so much louder. The dosing and everything is just so much louder. Mike, tell them.
I was concentrating on them, like they were all staring at your car as they drove past.
Choo, choo, choo. That's what it does now. It's super loud. So I need to try and get a video of that. It's pretty amazing. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead, click the like button if you did. Comment down below what you think of the car, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. And don't forget, subscribe if you want to see more videos.